Rolling.
Take 2, scene 2, Felicity Joy Show.
5, 4, 3.
So I was just mentioning, I hope you will run out and get a copy of this book. You can also get the 7 Perfect Steps to Success book absolutely free if you come to one of Dr. Bob Dudley's seminars that you just heard about. So make sure you sign up, go to that website and sign up. I want to talk a little bit more about this book. When I spoke to you earlier, I was really interested in your strategies for fighting fear. And you've got a chapter in here, which I love the title, How to Exercise Your Faith over your fear, or more than your fear, or something like that. I mean, that's exercise your faith, not your fear. I think that's such an important concept, because when people worry, I don't think they're thinking that they're exercising fear. They absolutely are. And here's the lie that I just can't stand. When people are exercising fear, they believe they're being realistic. That's the selling point.
Seriously, it is. Yeah.
So talk to me about those ideas.
Well, the first thing to realize is it says in Hebrews 11, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Well, faith and fear are really the same thing. Faith is faith that something good's going to happen. Fear is faith that something bad's going to happen. You have no idea what it's going to happen, so you're having faith whether you're afraid or not afraid. It's still faith.
It's really good.
So, and one of the things I teach in the book, and I teach in one of our courses, it's called Fighting Fear Fast, is that really there's 3 kinds of fear. There's fear that is irrelevant. For instance, if I live in Chicago and I'm afraid of sharks, I don't care, right? That's a fear I don't need to worry about. Another fear is fears that we do need to keep. For instance, I'm afraid of putting my hand in a fire. I don't know about you, right? But that's a fear I want to keep. I never want to get over the fear of putting my hand in a fire. Then there are the fears that we actually have to deal with, right? And most coaches out there say, well, you got to work through the fear. You just got to drive through the fear. And that's one technique. But I like to say that, you know, when all you have is a hammer, every problem looks like a nail, and that's what they teach. Just drive through it. But you know, there's like 5 different ways to deal with fear. I like to say that, you know, even Batman had a Robin, so get a partner. Maybe they don't have a fear of that. Maybe they can do the thing. You don't have to do it. So you don't have to drive through every. Sometimes you do. You don't have to every. One thing I like to say is compartmentalize. Make your steps. Have a tactical plan that I have to do all these every day. And you may have been afraid of the whole thing, but then when you write down the plan, you find out, well, it's really only one thing I'm afraid of. The rest of it I can do without even worrying about it. So that like minimizes it, you know. So instead of being this big ferocious tiger coming at you, it might be just a little spider you have to squash.
Perspective is just huge, I think, when it comes to fear. I really feel like people get locked into thinking there are only 2 ways to solve a problem, or maybe just one, you know, that they really hate or whatever. When really, like you're saying, there are so many ways to look at it, so many ways to approach it that we might not have thought of. Again, I mean, I wanted Jess to speak about how the power of coaching has affected her, because I didn't want you to keep hearing it from coaches, because it sounds like aggrandizing, but coaching is important, because that's a huge thing, is that perspective. Getting a different perspective on those things that you feared. And, you know, again, go back to your stepfather. He thought he was being realistic.
Yes. In
telling you, be prepared to work with your back. You know what I mean? But like, here it is, your hands are super soft. I mean, you have done nothing. No, I'm kidding. No, you know, it was not realistic.
Right.
It was not realistic, his prediction over you. And how many fears, how many worries that we have are completely unrealistic. They may be very real for your family, because you guys keep talking about it. I mean, you have well exercised that thing. You've got this big fat, you know, muscle over it. And it's not even true. Right. Yeah. So I love that. You've got to find out all the different perspectives and ways to get around fear, looking at this book. So, as part of Dr. Bob's list of accomplishments, he is a theologian. You did end up getting a degree from a theological seminary.
Yeah, I wound up with
not the first one, but
5 degrees, and my last one was a doctorate in theology.
Gotcha. Okay. So, enough degrees to give you a fever, I like to say. And to that end, we're going to play a game.
Oh, no.
I love it. I'm so excited about it. So this is called the
Yeah,
5-second summary. Okay. So we have, each of us are going to have 5 seconds to summarize a Bible story, and hopefully then giving enough clues for the other 2 people to guess what is that Bible story. Okay, so this should be a lot of fun. Of course, every talk show host kind of wants to be a game show host too, so I'm super excited. You're seeing a trend. We all want this. So anyway, okay, so this is going to be
My
great.
fear
So
is
we've
kicked
got-
in.
Yes.
That's
And
funny.
I am like, I have conditioned myself. I get like excited around fear. Not like zip lining. I don't really
No.
like that. But see, I don't like it. I'm not afraid. I just don't care for it. I tried it. I don't like it. Okay, but this is going to be awesome. All right, so do we got our buzzer ready? Buzzer people, everybody on the clock? Are you guys ready to guess? And I glance down and I'm searching for who this person is. All right, who's timing? Tell me when to go. Okay, you ready? Go. Okay. So, woman, Bible, fighter.
Deborah.
Well, that's what I was thinking of, so that's what we're going to go with. Because who is Dinah? I don't remember Dinah.
Oh, she was a warrior too. Yeah.
Yay, she was a warrior. But how was I going to get you to guess Dinah? Is there
Right.
something you know that I could have said about Dinah?
Well, she was a sister of the 12 sons of Israel.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You know, actually saying this name over and over again, I could have said, won't you blow your horn? Do you know
Dinah.
that old
Yeah.
song? Okay. You're looking at
I
me
mean, right
like,
on it.
You should know that. You're so, like born in the 50s. Okay, ready? Your turn.
Oh, my turn.
Okay,
Here we go.
that's right.
I don't even know who this is.
Oh man, you should have gotten Dinah. Well,
I should have
do
got Dinah.
something. Yeah, 5 seconds.
5 seconds. I honestly, I have no idea who this is.
Oh man,
I lost.
Who is it?
Dorcas.
Oh, Dorcas.
Is he the guy that
Dorcas
fell off
made
the window?
No, she made garments, and then she died, and then like Peter raised her from the dead because everybody was so sad.
Of course, yes.
We all got the wrong ones. I know Dorcas. She knows Dinah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Afraid.
All right, now, yeah.
Be very
All right,
afraid.
redeem us.
Oh no!
I know this. Okay,
Here we go.
I believe this person's bad and evil and.
Maybe it's not Judas, or you would have known it.
It's no help at all.
No, we lost.
And
That's
watch me
it.
be wrong.
Barabbas? Oh,
Balaam.
That's
Oh, so he
Yeah,
was the prophet,
prophet.
right?
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Was he
Thinking
the
of
guy on the
Balaam.
donkey that talked?
The donkey that talked.
the guy at the
Donkey that talked.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I know a ton. I just not Dinah, don't you blow. All right, here we go. Got a couple more here.
All
Here we
right.
go. Oh, okay. Oh, not that one. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm just gonna say the one I'm thinking about. The not Jacob, but
Joseph. Esau.
no, Esau.
Esau.
Yeah. But I got Enoch, and I just drew a blank. Just make it what I want. That's one way to face fear, is make it what you want. No,
I'm gonna try that with the
kidding.
next
I don't
one.
know if that's a good way to face
Enoch
fear.
was the guy that he's out walking with God, and one day God says, "Hey,
He
you're
was
closer to my
not-
house. Let's go to my place."
Oh my God.
And they
Oh,
did,
I like
right?
that version of the story.
Yeah.
And what was he? Was like, wasn't he like 365 years old? Like
Yeah, very
number
young.
of years of a day.
Right.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all coming back.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Next one, I promise I won't change it. Okay. Here we go.
But I want to take my coat of many colors with me.
Oh,
Joseph.
Yeah. You guys.
Jessica got a point.
Yeah.
Finally, a point.
Yeah.
We need a point. Good Lord.
That's good.
Okay. He had hair that he wasn't supposed to cut.
Samson.
Ding. Don't we both get that?
Yeah.
But
We
there's
all
one
have
more.
points.
There's one more person
Oh,
here.
Delilah.
And Delilah. Oh man. Okay, she won. Oh man.
Is there like another point for me? No. No, it's a
do
point
you
for
get
you.
the point?
I don't know how to do
Okay,
this work.
here we go. Right. So he married someone no one would marry because God told him to.
Oh, it was a prophet.
And it's
He
a
married a
whole
prophet.
book
Oh, what
named
was his
after
name?
him.
Oh, I know. I can't think of his name.
It's like Mexican Hosea.
Jose. The Mexican prophet. Right. Oh, that's so funny.
Try it. No, sorry, Olivito. You married into that. And
Yeah.
it's going to be a problem now. Sorry.
That's funny.
Okay, your turn. Two more.
All right, Lot's uncle, Isaac and Jacob.
Oh, Abraham.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have said the father of Isaac. It would have been easier, maybe.
Yeah.
Lots, uncle.
I just
Only
thought
if
it'd
you Ready?
So like a really smart prophet, smaller.
Elijah? No.
Little Samuel? Oh.
Oh, when he was a baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or when he was like, somebody's calling my
Eli
name.
says, well, go say, God, here I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Samuel.
That's so
Sounds
cute.
like a rapper, Little Samuel.
Little Samuel, the rapper prophet.
Game shows are so fun.
Oh,
We
that was a
promise
blast.
to have more. I hope you had as much fun as we did. I don't know if that's possible. Thank you so much for joining us. Go to the seminar, get your free book, 7 Perfect Steps to Success, and see your 2019 takeoff. Thanks for joining us.
And cut. We're clear.